Hey everyone, today I am going to read Diary of an Awesome Friendly Kid by Rowley Jefferson, and it's also Jim. So I can tell Greg's mad about Rowley copying him. Alright, but let's begin. Diary of an Awesome Friendly Kid. Hi, I'm Rowley Jefferson. Here are some books my best friend Heffley wrote. The Diary of a Wimpy Kid series. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Roderick Goose, Last Straw, Dog Days, Ugly Truth, Cabin Fever, Third Wheel, Hard Luck, The Long Haul, Old School, Downtown, Gary, and Meltdown. Yeah, and then you totally stole my idea. Diary of an Awesome Friendly Kid. I wrote the words and drew the pictures all by myself without any help from a grown-up. Oh, okay then, who is this guy? Here's some boring stuff they put in here. Okay, now this book is about to get started for real. I hope you think it's good. Trust me, you won't. My first entry. Hi, I'm Rowley Jefferson, and this is my diary. I hope you like it so far. I decided to start a journal because my best friend Greg Heffley has one, and we usually do the same stuff. I should mention that me and Greg are best friends. Well, I'm sure you're probably like, well, tell me more about this Greg guy. But my book isn't about him. It's about me. So that's scissors. Didn't put it away. The reason I call my book Diary of an Awesome Friendly Kid is because that's what my dad is always saying about me. Rowley, you are an awesome friendly kid. And Rowley's dad says. Like I mentioned already, Greg is my best friend, which makes my dad my second best friend. But I don't want to tell him that because I don't want to hurt his feelings. We are best friends, right, son? We are best friends, right, son? Bad. Cool. Now that I brought up my dad, and I should mention, he doesn't seem to like Greg all that much. And the reason I get that feeling is because my dad is always saying, I don't know, like Greg. But that's the only reason. But that's only because my dad doesn't really get Greg's sense of humor. Right now, you're probably thinking, hey, Rowley, I thought this book was supposed to be about you. Well, you're right. So from now on, I probably just gonna be a lot more Rowley in here. The first thing you need to know about me is that I live with my mom and dad in a house at the top of Surrey Street, which is the same street as my best friend Greg lives on. I already talked about my dad, but my mom is pretty good too, because she feeds me healthy food and helps me keep my body clean. Scrub. Every morning I walk to school with my best friend, Greg. We usually have to total blast when we're together, but sometimes I do things that annoy him. Ooh, stop whistling. But what really gets on Greg's nerves is when I copy him. So I'm probably not gonna let him know about this journal because it's just gonna make him mad. Anyway, writing this book is a lot of work, so that's what I'm gonna do for today. But tomorrow I'll put a little more Greg in here because like I said, we're best friends. A second entry. Okay, so bad news. Greg found out about my diary. I mean, Greg, I don't about my diary. I guess I felt proud. Okay, just make that Greg found out about my diary. It's a journal. Because it's actually supposed to be a journal. I guess I felt kind of proud that I had to show my own journal and I wanted to show him. But just like I predicted, just made him mad. Greg said I totally ripped him off and that he was going to sue me for stealing his idea. Well, I said, well, go ahead and try it because you're not the first person to write in a diary. Make that into a journal. Then Greg said it's a journal, not a diary. Then he whacked me with my own book. Well, you probably must seem major or something. I told Greg that he was gonna be a jerk, and then I won't want to say nice things about him in my journal. Then I showed him why I wrote so far. At first, he seemed annoyed because I always forget to draw noses on some people. But then he said my book gave him an idea. Greg said one day he's gonna be rich and famous, and everyone will want to know his whole life story. And he said I could be the one to write it. I said, I thought that's what your journal is for. And he said that it's his autobiography. But my book could be his biography. Like I said, there are going to be a lot of biographies about him one day. But he gave me the chance to write the first one. I thought that sounded like a good idea, but because I'm Greg's best friend and no one knows him better than me. So I'm going to start this book again with a new title and the main character is Greg. Gonna be Greg, but still me. But don't worry, it's still gonna be it a lot too. Diary of Greg Heffley by Greg Heffley's best friend, Rowdy Jefferson. Early life. Most biographies about presidents and famous people start with a chapter called Early Life. Well, the problem is that I don't meet Greg. I didn't meet Greg until the 4th grade, so I don't know a lot about what happened to him before that. I've seen a few photos hanging on the walls in Greg's house, and from what I can tell, he was a regular baby. And if he did anything important when he was little, you can't really tell from the pictures. Anyway, fast forward to right before the start of 4th grade, and now this biography is gonna get a lot more detail. We used to live in a whole different state, but then my dad got a job and we have to move. My family bought a new house at the top of Surrey Street and we moved in over the summer. The first few days I didn't leave because the house was because I was scared about being in a new place. Well, I know you are probably wondering, well, when is he going to be Greg? But just wait, because I'm getting to the point. My mom said maybe I should try to make new friends. And even bought me a book called How to Make Friends in New Places to help me do it. The book had all kinds of things like download shows to help a kid like me new people. But the tricks in the book didn't really work on Greg. Knock knock. Hey, I said knock knock. Did you hear me say knock knock? Mom, there's some weird kid at the door. Luckily, me and Greg became friends. I told Greg I live in the new house at the top of the hill, and he said that was kind of bad news for me because when our lot was empty, it left the flag there, so now we own my house. There's everything in it. But later on, my dad told me that wasn't true, and then he went to Greg's house to get my bike back. Hey, I'm not gonna read the whole book because it's gonna take a long time, and besides, I'm going to KL tomorrow. I'm pretty sure that's the first time my dad told me what he thought about Greg. I do not like Greg. I like Greg a lot. He is always doing hilarious things, making me laugh after I take a big gulp of milk. What? Plus, Greg is always playing wacky pranks on me, and they usually make me laugh pretty hard too. I don't get it. So I bet you can tell why me and Greg have been best friends since 4th grade. I even got us a locker to make it official, but Greg says those things I forgot, and that's why he won't wear his half. But I could probably fill up the whole book with all the zany things me and Greg do. But since this is his biography, I should probably write some stuff about his family. Greg has a mom and dad just like I do, but they are pretty friends. But they are pretty regular friends. So I don't have a lot to say about them. That's the end of the chapter. I'll see you in the next part. Okay. Well, if I can bring my phone. I need phone. Bye everyone. Don't forget to buy Diary of an Awesome Friendly Kid. But don't just buy it yet, because I'm gonna read the whole story to you part by part. Or if you want to call it chapter, you can. So, bye everyone. Hope you have fun.